Um, it is now officially a week, or at least close enough by the time this is posted, or near the end of it being posted. It will have been a week since I finally left Target. It's a weird feeling, to say the least. I never really thought that I was going to have a way out. I never thought that I was really going to get out. Target at a certain point kind of felt like an ends to a means. And by that I mean, like, I felt like I couldn't leave, just because of how well it was working for me in certain instances, I guess. The way that I look at it is that Target, as much as I had trouble there, as much as I didn't really like working there, most days I figured that it was giving me enough income to kind of start becoming more independent. And I guess being a 24-year-old man living in your parents' home who's graduated college, you should already kind of be vastly independent. But I'm still kind of working on that, I guess. I don't know. It was one of those things about, do I care more about myself mentally and my just happiness, or do I want to just continue to work at a place that I feel I'm not either, I'm not being stimulated enough, or I'm not really doing things that I like, and I'm dealing with people that are rude. And I mean, I'm going to deal with rude people my entire goddamn life, whether I like it or not, and you're going to deal with managers that aren't great people no matter where you go. You're going to deal with bosses who aren't great people no matter where you go. And hopefully one day I can essentially become my own boss. That's kind of what I hope for. That's kind of why I ended up leaving, because I'm looking at improving myself. Yeah, who knows where this road kind of leads. I have a couple ideas about where I want to go and what I want to do. I want to continue making stuff like this, short videos like the little Halloween skit that I just recently did, seeing as Halloween was just a little bit ago. Yeah, I guess I can kind of talk about a little bit why I ended up leaving. I guess it was, I'm not bad-mouthing Target. That's the last thing that I want to do. I don't want to bad-mouth the place that dealt with me for 5 years. I know dealing with 3 jobs, and trying to make a schedule that worked for me on top of hundreds of other schedules they were dealing with and hundreds of other situations they were dealing with. I realized that mine wasn't the easiest to deal with, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that they dealt with it. I am thankful for my bosses, some of my bosses that I had. Bob, my team lead in electronics, was always having my back, always doing what he could to better my situation. And of course, there's the store manager, Nick. He, ever since the first store manager that I had worked with left, and then we had an interim one when I came back from school for a semester, for a break and such, before I ended up actually going away to San Francisco State, if I remember correctly. We had a store manager who really didn't run the store properly. And when I came back, there was this gentleman named Nick who was starting to run things the way they used to. And it definitely showed. It started getting better around the time that I was leaving, and I feel like I'm leaving on a good note. I feel like I helped the store kind of build itself back to what it was, and so I'm okay with my leaving. I don't know, man. It's you're dealing with so many different managers and so many different management styles that it just kind of got annoying for me, I guess. There were ones that were applauding me and telling me I was doing the right things, others telling me that I'm nowhere near the right thing. And it just wears on you, I guess. And then dealing with guests is a whole other animal that you never really expect to deal with. Some guests were great, some of them, because my store is kind of known as the regular store, or what was my store, I guess. Most of our guests are always the regulars. Then, of course, we get the people from Clovis who say, well, normally this isn't my store. Or then the one thing I heard the most was, well, where are your movies? You don't sell movies, you don't sell music, whatever. And it's because our store is flip-flopped. from River Park. The way they set theirs up and the way that Bullard and Blackstone was set up, it was flipped. So threw a lot of people off. I guess there was a moment in time for me, the time that I can really tell that I had to leave was when I was in Disneyland and realized how wonderful that place was for me. And yeah, something there just triggered a thought in my head that Target is not gonna be it. Target can't be it for me. Was it an easy job? Yeah, it's probably the easiest job I've ever worked at. All you do is put toys and electronics back. You gotta know what has to get locked up, what can't be locked up, what shouldn't be locked up, how to properly lock things up, how to properly sell things. And I know that sounds stupid, and I know a lot of this sounds simplistic, but so many people don't understand that. And that's another frustration for me, is that I felt I was doing so much more. But at the same time, I had to realize that it's a part-time job. It's a minimum wage job, so you're not expecting a lot of people to go above and beyond their core roles. And yeah, I don't know. There was a moment where I thought maybe I could work at Target, become a manager, try my hand at that, and I think I finally realized that wasn't going to work out. I just want to say thank you to my Target family. I met some of those people there that were people that got me through my days when I was stuck there. And, I'm sorry that I had to leave you guys, but I'm off to bigger and better things. I'm working on it. I'm working on finding my bigger and better thing. And, I don't know. If you get a chance, I'd say work there, because that 10% off of everything, that team member discount does come in handy. So it's definitely something to think about if you're looking for part-time. Just, yeah, there was a certain point I realized that family, time I get with my family is more important. And I mainly just wanted out because holidays at Target suck. That's really all I got to say. So thank you, Target, for being a chapter of my life. And who knows, I'm not ruling you completely out, because life works in mysterious ways, but for now, Operator LOD, this is Evan going home for the day. And I'll see you in the next one.